wet day. I know we were all soaked by the end of it, really by the beginning of it. We were all soaked, but thanks for hanging in there for the inaugural event. We were just so honored to be able to do this in Hendersonville during a pandemic and a safe, socially distanced event. We had over 160 participants in person at this event. We only had 10 no-shows, believe it or not, which is a record for our events. I mean, typically it's a 15 to 20% no-show rate. So I'm actually pretty much shocked that 10 people didn't show just due to the forecast. But that shows us, you guys really wanted to be out there racing and have that opportunity to do a half marathon in person. And so we're just excited about that. We, had a lot of folks who were first timers at this race. About 50% actually of you said that it was your first half marathon. And so it's awesome for me to see that because, a lot of our half marathon events, it's people who've done them before. And so you guys are out there training through this pandemic. People are trying distance races for the first time. And it's so exciting to see that running is alive and well, and folks are really getting into the sport. So I think that's the silver lining of the pandemic, is that we have more people out there running and getting into distance events. And just so impressed with all the first timers, and we're honored to be the first for you. So just want to give everybody a big round of applause. Congratulations, first timers, veterans, everyone. So nice job. We, couldn't have done this event without getting a permit from the city of Hendersonville. And so, I went to them with this idea, and it took a while to get it approved just because, everything was constantly changing with the pandemic. And so just really thankful to them for trusting us, that we would take care of everybody and everything and be able to do this safely in Hendersonville. Want to thank the Henderson County Parks team, especially the Jackson Park team, for allowing us to have the event specifically in the park. It's such a great, big, nice and beautiful park. And so it was such a nice spot to be able to host this event for the first half marathon ever in Hendersonville. So really super happy about it. So yeah.
And I apologize. We had some technical difficulties, so I forgot to introduce everyone. So this is Daphne, obviously. She's the race director and owner of iDaph Events. And then we have Eric, Duke of Registration. He handles all registration and some of the timing, and he does all kinds of things for iDaph. And Allison, she does our marketing graphics. So she's the one who created the bear logo that y'all saw on these shirts, and your medals, which will hopefully come this week or next. So thank you again for joining us today. And I'm Stephanie Buss. I'm the marketing coordinator. Despite what my screen says,
She likes to be a copycat of me for some reason. She just does it all the time.
Gotta love these Zoom settings. So a huge thank you to our partners. We want to mention them real quick. These events cannot happen without them. So thank you, City of Hendersonville, Fleet Feet Asheville, PT Solutions. You saw them out there taking your temperatures and cheering you on. They're awesome. Amazing Pizza, Triskelion Brewing, Wayne Boynton, Friends of the Oklahawa Greenway, Cliff Bar, and Highlands. They're the ones who provided the leg cramp pills. We also want to thank our annual partners, Asheville School, Asheville Airport, and Yoga and Massage. Also, a huge thank you to Jeter. Am I pronouncing that right, Allison?
Yeah, sorry. I was nodding my head, but you couldn't see me.
Oh, sorry. Jeter Mountain Farms, they provided those yummy apple cider donuts that I hope you all got to try. And then the Bare Bones Brew House for coming out with their coffee cart in the pouring rain. That was very nice of them. And I also want to mention so that was the sponsors and partners. So round of applause for them. And I also want to mention now the top finishers for this race. Oh, and we have course record holders. Awesome. So the top female finisher was Shelby Jaramillo from Greenville with a time of 1 hour and 29 minutes and 11 seconds. So she ran a 6 minute and 48-second mile for 13.1 miles. So
Woo!
that's really impressive.
Nice.
Yeah. And then the top male finisher was Matthew Leonard from Johnson City. And he had a time of 1 hour and 18 minutes and 35 seconds, which means he ran a 6 minute mile pace.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's with water weight. So that's pretty impressive.
Flooded
so-
shoes too.
Yeah. That added like 5 pounds of water, I bet. Okay, so now I'll turn it over to Daphne to start the awards ceremony.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to show these on my screen. So these are the canvas black bear prints that we had made from a local artist, Amy Kokenauer. She is a local triathlete runner and artist, and she used color pencils to do this drawing, this art piece, and it's absolutely stunning. It looks like a painting. And we put those on canvas, and those are going out to the overall and age group winners in the mail. And we have our gorgeous, can you see it? Black bear finisher medals here. They're huge, heavy, beautiful, just so cool. And those are going out in the mail today and tomorrow to everyone. Oh, Allison has hers too. Thank you, Allison. I wish you could see the whole thing, but my camera just doesn't seem to want to show it. So those are going out. And then we have Fleet Feet Asheville, who also gave us gift certificates. And those will be in the mail for the overall winners as well, a master winner. So thank you very much to Amy for letting us use this beautiful print. And she was inspired to do this black bear print from the Nature Center. It's a bear over at the Nature Center in Asheville. So a special meaning, and I hope you guys will just hang it on your wall and be inspired forever from it. I think it's such a cool age group and overall award. So I hope you guys enjoy it. As far as our overall winners, Stephanie mentioned our new course record holders. So again, first place was Matthew Leonard. He's actually 29 years old from Johnson City, Tennessee, and he was first place in 1 hour and 18. Stephen Hensley was second place, and he's 27 years old in 1 hour 23 time from Bristol, Virginia. And our third place overall was 34-year-old Luis Cortinas in a time of 1:26, and he's from Candler. Our female winners, first place, Shelby Jamarillo. I know I butchered that. Again, she's from Greenville, South Carolina, hour 29. She's 28 years old. And then our second place, Christina Proctor, 34 years old. She had a time of 1 hour 34:49 from Athens, Georgia. And our third place was Elizabeth Rollins in a time of 1 hour 44, and she is local from Asheville. So big claps and high fives for those overall winners. That's awesome. I can't wait for you guys to get your goodies. Masters winners overall. So the first place Masters is Christian De Carvello from Fort Mill, South Carolina, in a time of 1:38:40. And he is 42 years old. And then, and I'll get the second and third place Masters winners' names in just a second. It's not on this sheet, but I know we're giving prizes for Masters 1 through 3, male and female. So let me get those and we'll come back to that. But the first Masters female winner is Elizabeth Cella, and she's 40 years old and she had a time of 1:45 from New Bern, North Carolina. So both of those are the Masters winners overall. And we'll move on to age group, and then we'll come back to the second and third Masters winners once we get that updated on here. So congratulations. We have some fast people out there.
Yeah, great job.
Wow. All right, so up next we have, oh, let me just mention really quick. We have the virtual half. We had about, was it 30 or 35 people, Eric, that did the virtual?
Yeah, we had about 35.
Okay, about 35, and we extended the deadline for them to submit their results to us until this weekend because of the rain and the hurricane and so many people from the impacted areas. We wanted to make sure that they had time to run. And so we will put on Facebook and social media who those winners are next week, since we're not going to announce those folks today. So if you have done your virtual half, you can always go and do it again. I mean, I know it's a half, but you could go and try to better your time before this weekend. Just saying you can. That's the nice thing about the virtual race. And we know that even though it's virtual, the pain is still real when you do a half marathon. When you finish, it hurts. So sometimes while you're running, it hurts. But we're so glad that you're able to do this wherever you live on your own time and participate in this event. So congratulations to those folks. So Eric is going to read over our female age group winners, and then Allison will do our male age group winners. So Eric, you want to go first?
Let's do that. So we're starting off with the female 20 to 29 category. In first place there, we've got Natalie Hilbig. We have Jessica Fedorka in second place. And then Aaron Hunt from Candler, North Carolina, in third place there. So round of applause for those. Some pretty fast times there.
Nice.
1:45 up to 1:50. So they were right neck and neck there.
Wow.
Female 30 to 39, we're starting off with Jenna Nickerson, who we have on the call today.
Woo, Jenna.
Yeah.
Jenna.
Nice.
Right behind her is Sarah Hand in second place, and then Christy Yates, another Asheville local, in third place for that category. All righty, moving on to the 40 to 49 category. We've got Erin Dwyer in first place from Gore, Virginia.
She's
Quite
on the call, I think.
Oh, we do.
Yep. Way to go, Erin.
Congrats.
Yeah, great job.
And then we've got Anna Parker in second place there from Cherville, North Carolina, and Jennifer Saland in third place from Buford, Georgia. And we've got her on the call as well.
Way to go, Jennifer.
We can see her name, but we can't see her, but she's here in spirit. All right, we've got in the 50 to 59 category, we've got Patricia LaSurf Temple in first place from Arlington, Virginia, and then Joanne Moss in second place. And in third, we have Holly Kimsey.
Right.
Claps for them.
Woohoo.
All right, and then in the 60 to 69 category, we've got Carol Zuka in first place, and then right behind her, Carol Stevens, spelled with an E instead. So that was probably the reason for those 8 minutes, that extra E there. And then right behind them in third place for that category is Monica Stancato from Hendersonville. And then our final category for the females is the 70 to 79 category, or the 70 plus category, with Chi Pham in first place there from Houston, Texas. So A, first place in her category, and B, probably the longest traveled person. So congrats to them.
Great job.
Way to go,
Nice.
ladies. I am going to go ahead and start with the male group winners. With 20 to 29, our first place was Ethan Doppler. I butchered that, I'm sure, with a time of 1:53:47. Next, we have Cody Taylor, and I see Harley Barnes here on the call
Hey, Harley.
in third place. So
Nice job.
congratulations.
Yeah, congrats.
We have the 30 to 39 category. Our first was John Connor from Candler, North Carolina. Then we have Paul Buckley and Christopher Branaham. And then
Nice.
40 to 49, we have our first place winner was Lyle McCullen. Did I see him? Yep. Lyle is here with his little emoji.
Great job.
And then David Black and Roberto Izari. We're going to call it that. And so for our male 50 to 59 category, first place was Jeff Temple with a time of 1:48:49 from Arlington, Virginia. Thomas McFadden from Nashville and Steve Rome from Madison, Georgia. So that whole category was out of staters.
Wow.
And then the male 60 to 69, we have Lonnie Lepore in first place with 1:59:33. And Joseph White with 1:59 from Seneca, South Carolina. And John Mangel with 2:02 from Morrisville, North Carolina. And our last category for 70 plus for the guys, we have Kenneth Roark from Hillsborough, Kentucky. With a time of 1:53:21, which was amazing. And then we have Jim Colvin and Wayne Boynton, one of our sponsors, placed third in the 70 plus.
Yay, Wayne.
That's awesome. Well, I think it's worth pointing out that we had a female winner who was 71 years old,
Yeah.
and we had a third place age group of a 75-year-old. So, I mean, you know, age is just a number, you guys. Keep that in mind. We might slow with age, but it's just so inspiring that they're continuing to run and come out and do events. So I wanted to go ahead and mention those Masters winners. The second place Masters, Daniel Johnson from Hendersonville in a time of 1:46. And third place male was Austin Lee in a time of 1:47:50. And the second place Masters female was Emma Bishop from Weaverville in a time of 1:50:07. And Sherry Nemeth from Elizabethton in an hour 51. So let's give everybody a big round of applause. All the winners, the finishers, everybody who came out. Lots of obstacles in the way just to get to the start line and finish line for this event for everybody. And so nice job to everyone. Again, we're so grateful for all of your support, for participating in the events, for support of our small business and keeping it alive so that we can keep creating events for our community. We're just so grateful for all the organizations and sponsors that help make our events possible. And for everybody who was there early in the morning, especially our volunteers that we had. They were out there in the rain, just out there for you guys, you know, and so they're just amazing people, have big hearts and believe in what we're doing in the community. So big shout out to our volunteers. If you haven't already taken the survey, please just take a couple minutes and take it. We do read them, and we do pay attention to them and try to make at least 3 to 5 improvements every year for all of our events. We're looking at doing the event again at the same location next year, the second or third weekend in October. And so just go ahead and put that on your calendar, make it an annual tradition. We'd love to see you guys again out there. And we do have some fun stuff coming up that Stephanie's going to tell you about. And thank you guys for all being on the call today.
Yeah, thank you again. And did everyone see that the race photos were posted on Facebook and they're on the website page now? Cool. All right, so yeah, mark your calendars. We have a couple events coming up. We actually this Saturday have Trick or Trail, which is a 5K and a 1 mile fun run over at Cayuga, and that information can be found on our website. And then our pop-up 5Ks in the park are over at the Bill Moore Community Park, which is Fletcher Park in Fletcher, and those are every Wednesday this month from 5 to 6:30. So yeah, just check out our website. It's iDaph.net, and it'll tell you all our upcoming events. And again, thank you so much. And we hope you have a really great weekend. It's going to be a really nice fall weekend where we are anyway. Is anyone here from out of town? Anyone? No,
Just locals.
just us locals. All right, well, enjoy.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.